Good morning. We are headed over to our friends Jake and Julie's house. They are building their own house right now, and we're gonna do some blow-in insulation. They're getting closer and closer to being done with it, but we got to do some blow-in insulation at their place, and then we're gonna come over and do our place because we never had any insulation in there. Had thought about it, just not a project we're willing to tackle until this came up. All right, Jake did a lot of research on this product, and that's what drew him to it. As far as I think it's 85% post-consumer recyclable material. You'll see later on there was quite a bit of plastic as well mixed in, which we did a video at the end I'll show you of us actually trying to light it on fire, a small piece outside, and it would just burn a little bit but would not ignite. So whatever material they're putting on there certainly works, but very easy to use compared to fiberglass as far as the irritants and all that. You can see on here we fall into that zones 5 to 7. We're in zone 6. So here for Jake's house, plus the requirements of the new building codes, I think it was R50 he had to maintain. He went up to R60. And going through some of the calculations there, that's one thing we'll definitely mention here is he calculated, I want to say, between us and them 109 bags, and we had estimated 38 bags for us. Well, he ended up I think only having 13 bags left over by the time we were done. So definitely it appeared to be a little bit underestimated. So their house is 768 square feet in the attic, and you'll see on the chart here it was 10.8 square feet of coverage at that R60 for a bag. The one word of advice we could give to you after going through and doing their house is definitely overestimate what you need. He estimated 71 bags. Oh boy, I think we ended up probably using 20 some bags more than that to achieve it overall. So that's the one word of advice when you were doing this. Certainly it was definitely a two-person job, but once you get going into a rhythm, they had mentioned it should take about 2 hours. It took closer to like 4.5, maybe 5 hours overall for us. So definitely plan some extra time as well. But you can see on the video here, he started doing, kind of the edges. You'll see a little bit later in the video that there was a laser level that he had. And for some reason, you couldn't see it in the video. But that laser kind of gave him a pretty good guide, as well as the measure marks that are required to throw in there as well. So that if you have access to that, that's definitely a huge help. At least it was for Jake. When we did our house, it was an older existing house. I didn't do a whole lot of video there, but I just kind of eyeballed it myself, and we used up the bags we had until we were done. But here with the new construction and the requirements, you wanted to obviously make sure you had at least that R50 minimum, but went up to that R60. So we'll let you watch the rest of the video, and then we'll chime in at the end with a few more comments and tips and things that we found that worked. quick video from the other end of it. Obviously very dusty. Wearing a face mask on both sides was the way to go without a doubt. Glasses or goggles was tough, but they just kept fogging up. But you can see if I kept the hopper full, it was less dusty than if it was empty. And this is some of the final product. You can see a lot of the plastic. Again, there's a lot of like Reese's peanut butter cup bags and just a lot of other recycled material that was mixed in there. So, and this is where we lit it on fire just to see how flammable or flame retardant it was, and it definitely held up pretty darn good. So, safe to have it in my house. Thanks for watching, guys. Baby goats and all sorts of homesteading stuff coming shortly. Take care.